too. Definitely gonna tune that down a little bit, actually a lot. Alright, hopefully I can be heard better now. With the pair of these. Let me turn that down a lot more. Alright, or do I need to bump up myself a little bit more? Sounds like I need to put myself up at least one more notch. See if that does it. Okay, that sounds like it does it better. Okay, so there is this much of a delay. Wow, that is crazy, but I mean, hell, I don't really have much to complain about with that, realistically. Okay. So in my previous live stream, I was editing video footage for the sample real estate video that I wanted to make for a real estate company in Fort Wayne, and I had some issues with actually, basically I had some issues with actually getting the animation to track with the building, you know, the movement of my camera and the building and everything like that to highlight the to highlight certain things. So here, I'll just go ahead and switch over to my editing software really fast. So if this is confusing, trust me, I was in the same boat. It took me a little while. It took me a few hours actually to really figure out how, well, first of all, what video explained it better to me. And I found one. It was actually, I'll pull it up here real fast. Give this person a shout out because they deserve it. Default view. Yep, this person right here. They deserve the credit for teaching me about this, and so, yeah. So, part of the reason for me live streaming my editing sessions is that wanting to showcase my progress, wanting to showcase my work, obviously, and just, you know, helping different people that want to get into this space. You know, if you've got a question, I know that whenever I first started with DaVinci Resolve, I had a bunch of questions about how it works, even just basic functions like that, because in a lot of ways, yes, DaVinci Resolve is a blend between Final Cut Pro and Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro I have way more experience with. It's what I actually started out with. I did go into Final Cut Pro a little bit with a Mac Mac Pro, actually, for about no, it was actually a little bit of the tail end of high school, and I want to say about 6 months, 6 months to a year on and off at local downtown library that's right here in Fort Wayne. And that taught me a lot right there, just about the basics of video editing and everything like that. But it also taught me more about how demanding this editing software, any editing software that's worth it, can be on a PC. And that's a lot of the time why it is that it's best to go with a Mac. But I actually have my own custom built PC. Whenever me and my business partner, whenever I got my business credit card in the mail for $3,000, we went ahead and I got a car rental from Enterprise. It was a minivan, and we just hauled ass down to Micro Center in Indianapolis, and spent about I almost maxed that bitch out. I did. I almost maxed it out. It was Christmas morning to me, so, go big or go home. And in this case, I actually chose go big or go bigger. And I'm very happy with it. I'm very proud that I did this. I'm not, I'm hurting financially right now, but at the same time, I still am able to create content, so that's what I'm focusing on. That's what I am doing. And I figure that while I create this content and learn how DaVinci Resolve works, I will also just be available to have questions answered, because as awesome as what all the different social media platforms are, for like YouTube and Discord, and as awesome as what all these different platforms are, that they have different groups and communities of people that are anywhere between just starting in DaVinci Resolve or experts that have been in it for years, decades. As awesome as what these social media platforms are of letting us ask questions and everything like that, the other part to it is that whenever I had a question, I didn't know how long to expect an answer to come. And so one thing is that, if somebody has a question while I'm editing, I would want them to I would want to jump onto somebody's live stream that's editing in DaVinci Resolve to actually show me the answer in real time as they're doing it. And so, as I get better with this, as I, progress through at my own pace, of course, I hope that creators and editors that they want to get started in on this too, I hope that they come here, and if I don't know the answer, then I hope that there's other editors out there that are more seasoned than I am that can also jump on to this and answer a viewer's question. And I just want to I want my accounts on social media, here on Facebook, and of course on YouTube and Twitch, which is, I believe, all 3 platforms that I am streaming to right now. Let me double check myself actually real fast, because I don't see that I'm actually oh wait, that would do it. I don't believe that I'm following myself on here we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, main thing is that I want to make sure I want to whenever I go live that I attract anyone and everyone that uses DaVinci Resolve, so that I can be the channel where anyone feels comfortable asking any sort of question, and get that instant feedback. The person that's asking the question can get that instant feedback, or the next closest thing to it, without having to wonder if they're being buried, because I've asked questions on DaVinci Resolve on Reddit, on the DaVinci Resolve subreddit, and there were some questions that I never really got an answer to, or the answer wound up being wrong, or whatever the case is like that. So, or the other way around, where I'm anticipating that it's going to take a while, so I post the question, and then I go for like a 15 or 20 minute walk or something like that, and it turns out that there was an answer waiting for me within like a moment after me leaving for a break. So, as much of a delay as what there is with live streaming, I know that, I want it to be as instant as possible. I want it to be as instantaneous as possible. So that's the main reason for me doing this. Plus, I just really also want to, pour out my own content more. And I figure that what better content to produce for me right now than just me documenting my process of learning all this stuff that I'm learning and everything. So just documenting my process of my journey of being a contract videographer can be content in itself, and especially whenever we live in a day and age as to where we literally will subscribe to the premium channels to just watch the Kardashians or something. I don't know, the reality TV stuff. If I'm able to put myself online just like the Kardashians are, then I might as well. The only difference is that I'm educating people on how to make the best content that they possibly can if they want to learn it. So, at any rate, so I will get back onto this right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk through step by step how I got here. So, like I said, I learned this just after watching a few different videos that I don't believe they were intentionally misleading or wrong, but for whatever reason, I couldn't get it figured out with any other tutorial video that I was watching on YouTube until I came across one that did. So with that being said, it did take me a while to finally figure out how to do it, how to do what I wanted to do, and I figured that, I might as well just go live once I get it figured out, so that way it's, a little bit more efficient, and, I don't have to, you don't have to be just watching videos with me. You can actually be, learning this once I have learned it, once I've figured it out, and once it's fresh in my head too, because this is actually a lot more complicated than I thought. But it's one of those things where I've got a feeling, obviously, you do it enough times and it just becomes second nature. So, okay. So, let's see here. So, basically, what I had to do, and you know what? I'm going to go for broke. There. Jeez. It's a little scary for me to do that now that I think about it. Oh well, don't care. Okay, so what I'll do is, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and pull this video back up. I'm going to put it over here. One would think that having 2 screens would be enough screen real estate for me whenever they're like 30-inch monitors. But the problem is that I've got, okay, let me see here real fast. DaVinci Resolve takes up a whole screen, no matter what. There's no debating that. It could take up 2 screens technically if I wanted to, you know, if you know, whenever, because this is supposed to be another media player. So basically, this would be my media in for my footage. This would be my media out for the footage, plus whatever effects and transitions and different compositions and whatever else I wanted to put in. So technically, because the fact that I've got 2 monitors and OBS is taking up a whole screen on my left side, and there's again no way around that because I've got YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and my and switching between different inputs like this, plus my audio inputs and you know, just making sure what is being broadcasted across all the 3 different platforms, and I'm still not broadcasting across everything that I want to broadcast across. I'm still not broadcasting against on TikTok right now because I've got an issue with my phone that I'm trying to get worked out. You know, I'm also not broadcasting on X right now because apparently, actually, let me double check that real fast. Let me see. So I'm logged into band videos. Okay. X.com. If I just log in, yeah. Okay. I like that. Let me see her real fast about getting into here. Bear with me for just a second. Authentication code. That one. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Yep, that's right. Okay. Authentication code. Yep. Okay, that's right. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, notifications. That's cool, I guess. Wait. Yeah. Okay, so. But yeah, no, I don't think I can actually go live on here quite yet. I might be wrong. More. Don't want to monetize. Create your own space. That's no. I think that's just for audio. I don't think that's video too. And I would want video. On PC. Let's see if this is even going to be possible. How to go live on X from PC. Log into Redstream account or sign up for it if you haven't already. Can I do that? Hold on, what is that? Really? Huh. Restream. Restream? pick, yeah, no. How to stream on X with OBS.
Streamer X, so be sure to check out our other videos. And finally, before we get started, make sure you've downloaded and installed OBS. Open OBS, hit Add Scene, and then click OK. Now hit Add Source. You're gonna need to add at least 2 sources, however today we're gonna be doing 4. Audio input 1, Streamer X main, this is gonna be your microphone. Audio input 2, Streamer X HDMI, this is the audio from the HDMI input on the Streamer X. Video capture 1, Streamer X, this is the content that you're gonna be streaming. And finally, video capture 2, webcam. That's this camera up here. Now, if you're only looking to record, you're done. Hit record, you're good to go. However, if you're looking to stream, open up the settings, click on stream, select your preferred service, hit connect, hit login, hit OK, hit stream, and bam, you're live. Unlike my hopes and dreams.
Wait a minute. Settings. Button target. But I don't think they're. Yeah, no. Okay, so yeah. At any rate, I'm just gonna go back to. Well, no. I'm just gonna go ahead and see if. Yeah. So basically, like I was saying, though, you would think that 2 screens. You would think that a dual screen setup that is 30 some odd inches or something like that. I don't quite remember. Or, no, I'll just look it up in here. Might as well because, yeah. Micro Center. Yeah, I really do forget how big these monitors are right now. Like, I'm actually forgetting how big these monitors are right now that I've got. But I will find out here in just a second. 6 months. Show more. God, I bought so much stuff from Micro Center, it's not even funny. 31.5. Okay, yeah. So you would think that 31.5, that 2 31.5 inch monitors would be enough screen real estate for me. But whenever 2 programs that I use on a regular basis, now on a regular basis being OBS, which is over here for me, which looks like it would be over here. Yeah. But it's on my left screen. And then DaVinci Resolve, which again takes up another whole screen, would be enough. But no, because I'm also monitoring. Oh yeah, duh. I'm also monitoring my system. I'm monitoring my system with two different. So actually, what I'll do is I'll come over here and I'll go properties. Wait. And I'll go properties and I'll turn them on. Okay, so this is typically what the left side of my screen looks like, and I'll just go ahead and actually wait now. So yeah, this is what my left screen typically looks like whenever I'm not live streaming, right? So I've got all my volumes over here for all the different applications that I have running. This corner right over here can sometimes hold this, plus where'd it go? This, you know, and plus also Telegram as well. And then of course up here is monitoring the CPU. This, I believe, is monitoring the GPU, CPU, memory. Well, yeah, this is basically monitoring. Yeah, this is monitoring the core processor. This is monitoring basically everything else. So, and then of course I've got the volumes over here for audio and whatnot, so that way I can turn something down if something's too loud, which is rarely ever the case. But yeah, no, I almost need a third monitor, so that way I can have these all on one monitor, and then and then I can have DaVinci Resolve on its own monitor, plus OBS on its own monitor. So yeah, it gets to be a bit much at times, and it kind of sucks, but at the same time, I'm working with everything the best I can, and of course, my business partner also says, hey, I told him, I says, okay, what about adding a third monitor? And he's like, dude, you're never going to have enough screen real estate, which I guess I can understand that. Like, if I have 4 screens, I'm going to find a way to fill all those bitches up and still want a 5th screen or whatever the case is like that, because, well, and also apparently having a monitor, a little tiny screen inside the PC case is a thing. And if I can get that, and just because I want that glanceable information, that glanceable information, especially whenever a program like DaVinci Resolve is being stupid, which doesn't happen all the time. It doesn't happen that often. It's actually very rare. But whenever that does happen, I like to be able to glance at something rather than have to wait for something to load up on my screen again. I'd rather be able to glance at it and be like, oh, okay, my CPU is actually being utilized at 100% or whatever the case is like that. So, at any rate, getting back to here though, yeah, let's go ahead and I can open up YouTube. See, okay, so this. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and come on, refresh.
Hi everybody, Jeremy here from Video Editor Studio, and today I'm gonna share with you how to draw and track an animated line on some drone footage. So let's check it out. Alright, so in DaVinci Resolve right now on the edit page, and I'm making this video because I've done a video explaining how to draw an animated line on a map, and someone asked me if I could do a similar video, but this time tracing a line on some drone footage. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. So here I have my clip, so take whatever drone footage you want to trace, and here I'm just going to select the portion of my clip that I want to trace. So for me that's just going to be like about 5 seconds. Right here I'm just going to do my cut, and then we're just going to create a new Fusion clip. So I'm going to right click on my clip that has been cut, and then we're just going to go right there, new Fusion clip, click on it, and now we can move over to Fusion. To do this, we're going to use the paint mask and the tracker in Fusion. Quick disclaimer on the tracker, it's behaving very differently depending on the kind of footage that you have, and that's one of the reasons why very often I end up keyframing manually, because that's how I brush to the polyline stroke. So I'm going to start by bringing here a background node. I'm going to link the output of that background node to my media in, and then here I'm going to select my background one, hit shift space on my keyboard, and I'm going to search for mask, and we're going to use the mask paint. Once I have the mask paint, I'm going to switch from the multi-stroke brush to the polyline stroke. So right now I'm going to trace my line point by point. Keep in mind that each point going to have to be animated, so try to keep the points to a minimum. So I'm going to start here with my first point, then I'm going to just draw.
I don't think that did that right. Yep, I did. Okay, cool. Nope, I still need to create a merge to that. And the background is supposed to go to the green one. Okay, looks right. Doesn't that look right? I think that's right. Yep, looks right to me. Versus that. Yep. Looks all right to me.
So So right now I'm going to trace my line point by point. Keep in mind that each point going to have to be animated, so try to keep the points to a minimum. So I'm going to start here with my first point, then I'm going to just drop a second one, and here I'm going to drop a third one. So as you can see right now, we're trying to do a line on that bridge and the train line getting out of frame right here. So then I'm just gonna grab the handle right there and try to adjust those curves accordingly. Same here with this one. And just try to get a clean line, something that looks good for what you're trying to do. Don't be afraid to delete point if at some point it doesn't work. So right now, for example, the curve doesn't really work. So I'm just gonna delete this point, go to insert and modify. And here I'm just gonna drop a new point and I'm gonna try to just readjust that. And here we already have something that is a bit cleaner. All right, so after playing around a bit with each handle, I got a smooth line that I'm happy with just a few points. So here I have 1, 2, and 3 points. Now I'm just gonna change the look quickly of my line. So I'm gonna go to the background. Here we're gonna switch from solid color to gradient. And I'm gonna switch the color here from the black to purple. And then I'm gonna switch from the white to some reds like this. Now I'm just gonna lift those two right there. And I'm gonna select my background, hit shift space on my keyboard, and I'm gonna search for soft glow. And here we go, that already makes our line way more vibrant and more interesting. Now, obviously, if I were to try to play this, that will not be animated yet. So for that, we're gonna need to here, go back to the mask paint, select insert and modify, and here select all the point in my line. Then we're gonna go over here to publish menu, and we're gonna go with publish to tracker. And as you can see now, it's just gonna bring a tracker, and basically each point of the tracker are linked to the point of our line. So now I'm just gonna select my tracker only. I'm gonna bring it in between my media in and my merge to. So I'm gonna hold shift on my keyboard and drag that in right there. So it's just in between those two. In the tracker, I'm gonna go to adaptive mode, and here I'm gonna select best match. And now we're just gonna track forward. All right, good. And then we're just gonna go back here and we're gonna track backward. All right, so now if we play it, as you can see, the line is swifting by a lot because obviously there is nothing to track because those points are out of frame because our line go from outside frame, inside frame, and outside the frame again. So the only point that actually has been tracked is this tracker number 2 that I've been doing a pretty good job here at tracking the end of the bridge. It stays pretty well in place. But we're gonna have to make some modification to the tracker 3 and the tracker 1. So what I would do in that case, since there is nothing to track 3 points. Now I'm just gonna change the look quickly of my line. So I'm just gonna lift for so for that we're gonna need to here go back to the mask paint, select insert and modify, and here select all the point in my line. Then we're gonna go over here to publish menu, all the point in my line, paint, select insert and modify, and here select all the point in my line. Then we're gonna go over here to publish menu, and we're gonna go with publish to over here to publish menu, and we're gonna go with publish to tracker. And as you can see now, it's just gonna bring a tracker, and basically each point of the tracker are linked to the point of our line. So now I'm just gonna select my tracker only. I'm gonna bring it in between my media in and my merge to. So I'm gonna hold shift on my keyboard and drag that in right there. Switch and vibrant and more interesting. Now, obviously, if I were to try to play this, and I'm gonna switch the color here to, I'm gonna select, already makes our line way more vibrant and more interesting. Now, obviously, if I were to try to play this, my line, then we're gonna go over here to publish menu, point in my line, then select insert and modify. So for that, we're gonna need to here go back to the mask paint, select insert and modify, and here select all the point in my line.
Okay, hold on. I need to figure out a way to get rid of this. Nope. Shit. There we go. There we go. That's looking a lot cleaner now. And actually, can I really not? No. Nope. 2, 3, fit. Ah ha ha ha. There we go. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So.
Then we're gonna go over here to
That one.
publish menu, and we're gonna go with publish to tracker. And as you can see now, it's just gonna bring a tracker, and basically each point of the tracker are linked to the point of our line. So now I'm just gonna select my tracker only. I'm gonna bring it in between my media in and my merge to. So I'm gonna hold shift on my keyboard and drag that in right there. So it's just in between those two. In the tracker, I'm gonna go to adaptive mode, and here I'm gonna select best match. And now we're just gonna track forward. All right, good. And then we're just gonna go back here and we're gonna track backward. All right, so now if we play it, as you can see, the line is swifting by a lot because obviously there is nothing to track because those points are out of frame because our line go from outside frame, inside frame, and outside the frame again. So the only
Oh, did I put the trackers in the wrong spot? Yeah, I kind of did, didn't I? Shit. Okay, I can fix that. Make sure I get it as close as I possibly can. Make sure there's enough contrast. Okay, no, that still doesn't look right. Why doesn't that look right? I know why that doesn't look right. I need to tone that line way the hell down. Oh, that doesn't do a damn bit of good. Oh, where am I here? Come on, jump out at me. Oh. Nope, don't want that. Image settings, controls. That user brush. Oh, brush control. There we go. That's better. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now. Okay. Yes. And then I can put this tracker over here where I need it more. Okay. Yes, that looks all right. Okay. So, that being said,
to tracker. And as you can see now, it's just gonna bring a tracker, and basically each point of the tracker are linked to the point of our line. So now I'm just gonna select my tracker only. I'm gonna bring it in between my media in and my merge to. So I'm gonna hold shift on my keyboard and drag that in right there. So it's just in between those two. In the tracker, I'm gonna go to adaptive mode, and here I'm gonna select best match. And now we're just gonna track forward. All right, good. And then we're just gonna go back here and we're gonna track backward.
The whole thing.
All right, so now if we play it, as you can see, the line is swifting by a lot because obviously there is nothing to track because those points are out of frame because our line go from outside frame, inside frame, and outside the frame again. So the only point that actually has been tracked is this tracker number 2 that I've been doing a pretty good job here at tracking the end of the bridge. It stays pretty well in place.
Sweet.
But we're gonna have to make some modification to the tracker 3 and the tracker 1. So what I would do in that case, since there is nothing to track, we're not gonna be able to get any tracking out of it. We're gonna need to keyframe it manually. So as you can see here, this first point is tracker 1. So we're just gonna select tracker 1 in our tracker list, and basically here the position has been keyframed. So we're just gonna double click on that to reset it to default so we can just keyframe it manually. So I'm just gonna drop here a keyframe. It just bring it in some random places. It's all right. Just take it and here just bring it wherever you want it to start. Make sure that you're on frame 1 when you're doing that. All right, now that we've placed it, we're just gonna go at the end of our composition and we're just gonna move again that point wherever we want it to be. So that's gonna be about out there. Have how the tracker gonna behave with DaVinci. Then going to frame 150. And this time bring the beginning of the slider back to 1. And here you go, that's how you track and animate the exact same process here. Go to frame 50. Car movement and the tracker is always going all over the place. Alright, so now we just left with the right on animation. To do that, we're just simply gonna go back again to the mask. We're gonna go to frame 0. Here we're gonna open stroke control and we're gonna put a keyframe on right on and drag the right on down to 0. Then we're gonna go to frame 50 and here we're just gonna bring the right on back to the maximum at 1. If then you want to do an animation out for that line, you can repeat the exact same process here by going to frame 100, dropping a keyframe here on the right on, and then going to frame 150, and this time bring the beginning of the slider back to 1. And here you go, that's how you track an animated line on some drone footage. Please let me know in the comment what kind of video you would like to see next. I'll make a video about it like for this one. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.
Beautiful. All right. So, first of all, again, let me shout this person out real fast. No. Oh, son of a bitch. There we go. First of all, shout out to Video Editor Studio. Have some awesome. I mean, this was published 1 year ago, and it did me so much better than what any other video I've watched on this subject has done, because this is the only one that works for me. Well, I don't know what it is about all the other videos that I watch, and trust me, I watched like 5 or 6 other videos. And I could see what they were doing, but for whatever reason, it just wasn't working for me. I didn't have the right buttons, or I didn't do something right. There was something I was missing, and I couldn't figure it out. But unfortunately, that's what you got to do whenever you're learning on your own, like I am, is that you've really got to, be patient with yourself, and you've also got to judge, hey, is this video actually teaching me the right way? Am I missing something? Or is this video outdated enough that maybe certain buttons that the person is hitting in that time? Because keep in mind, videos like this, 3, 4, 5 years ago, whatever like that, if you're working with DaVinci Resolve right now, it's 18. But 3 or 4 years will go by from now, and they're going to be on like 2021 or whatever the case is like that. And so some buttons are probably going to move around. Some buttons are probably going to disappear or be changed or whatever like that. In which case, the information that you provided may not be 100% accurate, in the sense of DaVinci can still do this, but instead of it being instead of the buttons and tools and controls being called one thing, they're called something else. Or I've ran into it as to where the person is going over a feature that's in the paid version of DaVinci Resolve. Do I think that the paid version of DaVinci Resolve is worth it? The answer is that it depends. If you're trying to do multicam and trying to really push DaVinci Resolve as far as it can possibly go. I planned on 100% jumping onto it, and honestly, I probably should have, because it's a one and done thing, right? You're buying a digital product one time, and it's, you know, still valid for life. It's, let's say, check $200 if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that real fast. Wait, no, I don't have to do it this way. I can just check. And I just got to go into some sort of effect that I know damn good and well is gonna trigger, and I kind of hate this in all honesty, but at the same time I get it. Video transitions, there are some definite, okay, no, still no. There are definitely some, go figure, whenever I'm trying to avoid touching something that is a paid thing, it is a paid option, whenever I'm trying to avoid it, it pops up by accident, and oh my god, it's like, it's super annoying. But whenever I am wanting to no, still don't, that's still not what I really need. Whenever I am trying to find it is whenever I just cannot find the bitch, and it sucks. Noise gradient, height stretch, fusion comp. Where did any of them go? Like, seriously. Video transitions. Color page. I don't know at this point. Oh, the hell with it. Or can I... Okay. Color, no. I'll go over that later. Okay, I'm gonna... Nope, go away. DaVinci Resolve Studio. $295. And as far as I know, it's been $295 for a hot minute. Like, it's been $295. It's been nearly $300 for like years. Like, it did not go up with inflation, just like a lot of other things have. So, still a solid deal. Still a solid deal. If you're doing what I'm doing and you're you only have the occasional, you know, you only have the occasional, oh well, I hit this button by accident or something like that, and then it pops up to ask you, you know, hey, do you, this is a premium feature, do you want to go ahead and pay for this? Then, yeah. I don't know where it went. I straight up don't know where it went. Yeah, no. Can I do that? Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was looking for. But yeah, I should have just gotten it just so that way I had it whenever I had a chance to, and I didn't, and now I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass, being like, oh, okay, whoops. I should have gotten it whenever I had the chance to, and I just didn't. Yep. Yep, there it is. So, okay, apparently they fixed a bug, because it used to, like, me hovering my mouse over this right here like that, it used to automatically pop up with that notice, but now it's just doing this. So that's interesting. That is very interesting. I might want to... Okay, cool. Okay, so yes, I have figured that out, which I'm super happy with now.
The targets must be eliminated before continuing.
Yeah, it's tracking that so beautifully. I mean, look at that. That looks like that looks professional. No, wait, whoa. Hold on. I still need to. There we go. Yep. And smooth that out. Beautiful. I'm super proud of that. I am super proud of that. Absolutely 100%. I am super proud of that. Okay, so now I can go ahead and apply a text node. See if I can do this way. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can just apply this to that. Nope. It's gonna have to be its own thing. That's totally fine. That is totally fine. I do not care. I can still work with that. Put that into there. This into here. That into there. Okay, so yeah, one thing that I've definitely learned is that for basically everything that is like a text or a rectangle or eclipse or, you know, your basic shapes, as long as, and I actually might want to put the background node in there. So the background node actually, the main thing the background node does is that it's instructions for the text node to say, okay, so the text node itself, you can largely ignore that. So like, let's say, oh God. Oh, wait, yeah, no, I had to kind of come in here and do this. Actually, I'm going to pull this over here real fast. I'm going to double check real fast. What was it? What was it? I forget what I searched for. I think I searched for that on my personal phone, actually, now that I think about it. Did I? Bear with me here for just a second while I search through my history on my personal phone. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, so it was AG Rentals. Come on. FW. Okay, here we go. Rentals, availability. Let's see. I went to. Really? Where was it? It was that one. Okay, cool. So, according to this, which I don't think... Yeah, no, I'm not showing this right now. According to this, according to their website, this house is 1,208 square feet. Which means... that I need to put into here 1,200 square feet. Wait, 1,208 square feet. Assuming that that's right. SPFT. Okay. So even if I change the color here, the only thing that it's going to change, well, realistically nothing. So yeah, no, that doesn't actually change anything about the color of the text. What does change the color of the text is by changing the background node of whatever. So the text node is just instructions as far as the text itself. It doesn't actually do anything for what the color of the text is, like that. Okay. Because everything else as far as size, tracking, and that's a different type of tracking, obviously. I'm not really sure how they come up with this stuff, but this is how this works effectively. Line spacing, if you have, multiple lines, 1,200 square feet, and I wanted to space those out more. That's what that is. V-anchor, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really mess with that much either. V-justify, X-anchor. Yeah, no, I don't really mess with these much. So, but I will keep it white. And you know what? No, I'm gonna do this. Cancel that. And then I'm gonna put another text node on top of that one, so or no, wait. Let me double check myself here real fast. Okay, no, that's gonna have to go onto a different background. Shit. Okay, no, whichever. Merge that. And what I think I'm gonna do is, make sure the text looks like it belongs on the line. That's going to be about... Okay. And I might even just go ahead and come into this tracker here and add a couple more trackers. How would I do that? Can't do anything with that. Yeah, no, I really didn't do anything with that. I'm even curious as to how to go about doing that. Okay, let me think. Can I just connect? Those three trackers are on those 3 points, so these two would have to have their own. No? Okay, so I'm going to have to revert back to that video again. Not 3D tracking.
Hi everybody, Jeremy here.
Okay, let me see here.
Today, I'm gonna show you how to track text to walls, but it's not limited to just that. You can track images to walls, and I'm gonna show you how to get that wall texture on your text. You can also use this in your montage videos. Let's get started. So we got a pretty dynamic clip here. Now, before we get started, it's important to just note what your FPS is at, because this video is in 30 FPS. Just need some track. Video, new Fusion clip, head on over to Fusion. Okay, so we're gonna hit Shift Space to bring up the select tool page, and now we're gonna type in planar tracker. Now I want to track this wall right here, so I'm just gonna kind of outline an area that I like, something like this. It doesn't have to be the entire wall, we just
Tracker planar, okay. I wonder if the tracker planar is gonna mess up my tracker that I've got here. I don't know. I don't know what to expect with this, but let's see what happens.
need some tracking points. Now, in our planar tracker, we have to change a few settings. Every video is going to be a little bit different, but generally, you're going to change your tracker from tracker. Now, I want to track this wall right here, so I'm just going to kind of outline.
Okay. Outline this whole wall. I might just go ahead and delete these. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete those.
Find an area that I like, something like this. It doesn't have to be the entire wall, we just need some tracking points. Now, in our planar tracker, we have to change a few settings. Every video is going to be a little bit different, but generally, you're going to change your tracker from point to hybrid point / area, and then you can go over to your options and adjust your trail length. The further you bring it down, the less tracking points you're going to have, but it's getting rid of anything that's going to be unstable and those tracking points that just kind of jitter around like this. Now, you have reference time and it's set at 0, and this is the frame that you're gonna start tracking on. So if you're not starting on frame 0, you need to set your reference time. Now let's just say you go off and now we're not on that reference frame. Well, we could hit go, we snap right back to it. So all we have to do now is just track forward and backwards. Alrighty, so we have our tracking done. Now, technically, we could do everything in this planar tracker node, but I like to separate things out because for me, it's a little bit easier and
The reference time 0 must be within the... okay. Cool.
there's a little bit of a problem that we could run into, and I'm going to show you that now. To get text on this wall now, what we need to do is drop in a text node, connect that to this green arrow right here. That's the foreground. I'm just going to type in hello. Now in the planar tracker, what we need to do is change the operation mode from track to corner pin. You can kind of see some text right there, but what I'm going to do is just take these corner pins, place them on the wall, and pro tip, try to line this up with things in your video. So this line right here, I'm going to line it right there. There's kind of a straight line going down right there, and same thing way back here. There's kind of a straight line. Maybe we should even bring this down further like this. There we go. Now we have text on the wall, and as you can see, it's tracked in pretty well. Now this problem, that straight line to this text, there's a little node, but I like to separate things out because for me it's a little bit in your reference time. Now let's just say you go off and frame 0, and I want to track this wall planar tracker. We have to change a few settings. Every video is going to be a little bit different, but generally you're going to change and those tracking points that just at 0, and this is the frame that you're going to start tracking on. So if you're not starting on frame 0, you need to set your reference time. Now let's just say you go off and now we're not on that reference frame. Well, we could hit go, we snap right back to it. So all we have to do now is just track forward and backwards. Alrighty, so we have our tracking done. Now, technically, we could do everything in this planar tracker node, but I like to separate things out because for me, it's a little bit easier and there's a little bit of a problem that we could run into, and I'm gonna show you that now. To get text on this wall now, what we need to do is drop in a text node, connect that to this green arrow right here. That's the foreground. I'm just gonna type in hello. Now in the planar tracker, what we need to do is change the operation mode from track to corner pin. You can kind of see some text right there, but what I'm gonna do is just take these corner pins, place them on the wall, and pro tip, try to line this up with things in your video. So this line right here, I'm gonna line it right there. There's kind of a straight line going down right there, and same thing way back here. There's kind of a straight line. Maybe we should even bring this down further like this. There we go. Now we have text on the wall, and as you can see, it's tracked in pretty well. Now this problem that I was talking about, if we don't want the text right here, maybe we want it a little bit further up. Okay, well, we can move it up, but we can only go up so much, or we can only go to the left so much. Well, if we go into our planar tracker, our corner pins create this box, and we can only place the text inside of this box. So there's a little bit of a workaround that we can do. Inside of our planar tracker, we switch our operation mode back to track. The very bottom, you'll see create planar transform. If we hit that, we get a new node, and this is all of our tracking data. Now that we have all the tracking data, what we can do is add an merge node right below it, connect this to the green arrow, take our text node, and connect that to the gold arrow, but you can see it's not getting applied correctly. So in between the text and the planar.
Okay, so I'm gonna run with that. I guess I'll create another planar tracker. Tracker. Ooh, that's in my way. Okay. I'm gonna have to. This is gonna be interesting. Whoops. Okay. Set. Go, 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 go. Move out. That's cool. That's actually really cool. Okay. Okay. So now I can go ahead. I should be able to go ahead now and put the text in here. Like that. And then SQFT. Make sure that's white. Yes, it is.
Or trans. It's not much. Well, if we go into same thing way back here, what I'm going to go from track to corner pin. You can kind of see some text right there, but what I'm going to do is just take these corner pins, place them on the wall, and pro tip, try to line this up with things in your video. So this line right here, I'm going to line it right there. There's kind of a straight line going down right there, and same thing way back here. There's kind of a straight line. Maybe we should even bring this down further like this. There we go. Now we have text on the wall, and as you can see, it's tracked in pretty well. Now, this problem that I was talking about, if we don't want the text right here, maybe we want it a little bit further up. Okay, well, we can move it up, but we can only go up so much, or we can only go to the left so much. Well, if we go into our planar tracker, our corner pins create this box, and we can only place the text inside of this box. So there's a little bit of a workaround that we can do.
And
inside of our
stretch.
planar tracker, we
I'm
switch our
recognizing.
operation mode back to track. The very bottom, you'll see create planar transform. If we hit that, we get a new node, and this is all of our tracking data. Now that we have all the tracking data, what we can do is add in a merge node right below it, connect this to the green arrow, take our text node, and connect that to the gold arrow, but you can see it's not getting applied correctly. So in between the text and the planar transform, we're gonna hit shift space and add in a corner positioner. Now this is pretty similar to that corner pin, but as you can see, the text isn't getting cut off by the corner positioner. This is really nice because now we can freely move around our text without having to worry about.
Okay, so let me see what I need to do as far as... Okay, so yeah, tracking, that doesn't help. Line spacing, that's not going to do anything. Anchor? No, that's not going to do anything either. Justify, nope. Transform, spacing, nope. Pivot, no. No. Actually, that doesn't look that bad, and then I can smush it together more. Yep. Okay. So now, this is still tracked just the way it should. So this tracking that way too. Okay, I don't know why there's so much space between the S and the Q. or the Q and the F, and such a little space between the F and the T, but whatever. I'm not worried about that, I don't think. So, how long have I been live for? God, hour and a half. Next thing I know, I'm gonna be just barely started into live streaming, and it's gonna be like 4 hours have just gone by. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna call that good. I'm just gonna call that good and see about.
About this corner positioner, and it all depends. Find it, drop it. Got to mention one thing: if that picture you this
Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay. So, with that being the case, I think I'm good to just continue on with this bit here. Yep, that'll do that. Let's do that. Okay, there. Okay, so I'll come over here and applying some of what I already know to be true. Just apply some keyframes. That should work this way. Yep. Okay. I'm liking that. And I'm liking that. And then planar tracker, that's fine. I don't care about that, I don't think. At least not for right now. Whoa. What? I don't know what that was, and I don't think I want to. Layout. Yeah, that was layout. Y position. Smooth that out. Okay. Let's see what happens. It's struggling. It's struggling. Let's see what this is doing. It's struggling. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, wow. Okay. that's pretty taxing on it, apparently. Apparently. God, I wish, I really wish that I could, I wish I could show more than just DaVinci Resolve to my screen. I wish through OBS. I wish I could live stream. I wish I could live stream dual screen. I wish I could, but unfortunately, with the way that my setup is right now, it's just not possible. I wish I could showcase how taxing this is on my PC. Even with it being a nearly $3,000 PC, it's still like it's still this type of animation like this is still very taxing on it, and I'm proud of it. Don't get me wrong. I'm proud that I'm able to do this, and I'm you know, happy with it and everything. But my God, something as simple as this, it is simple and it's not. Like, tracking is not simple at all. There's a lot that goes into it. But this right here, like, I am blown away that I'm actually able to do this right now. So this is awesome, and this is working out exactly the way I needed it to. Oh shit, I didn't even do the other part yet, but I'm gonna do that part right now. Text 2, okay. Smooth those out. Come on. Ooh, almost so close. Yep, that's taxing on it. That I can tell. Holy God. I could only imagine. I mean, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it right now. My CPU, whenever it renders through that, is like doing 80 to 90%. Make sure I can get that just right. Yep, and then I can actually go ahead and select both of these. Hold on. Make sure that they're both coming up pretty much as close to the same time as possible. Yep, that's gonna have to be good enough. And then no way. Oh, okay, I see what I have to do. Okay, so okay, yep. And then I'm gonna have to come over here to the keyframes and make sure the keyframes between text 1 and text 2 are spaced far enough out. Okay, when does that line start to go around there? Right about there. Okay, so the first one has to go out to here. Okay. I might even yeah, I'm gonna do that because then it'll have an immediate start, which is actually what I want. And then slowly stop with the planar tracker. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then, I mean, that's already there, isn't it? Yeah. Might actually go ahead and tighten those up a little bit. That looks good. Yeah, I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it. Just those, just that slight modification like that, and I am pushing my CPU. I'm pushing my CPU, and I'm pretty sure I'm pushing my, yeah, my GPU is actually doing just fine. It's my CPU that's taking the beating right now. But that looks so good. That looks so good. And then for the outro, because let me see what else. One bed, 3 bath, okay. This is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny. You are live with BAM Videos right now.
Oh. How are things going?
Things are going good. I actually got some progress, and I am very happy with what I've made so far. I am actually live streaming, so I'm dead serious. Actually, we are live.
Oh, I am sorry.
You're good. You're good. You're good. So, but yeah, no, just make sure you don't say anything that you don't want my audience of, well, my personal account to know.
No. So I just want to make sure. Oh, see how you're doing with all the things.
Yeah, no, I'm doing good. I started laundry and I started dishes, and I need to take a break from this and shift everything around and then come back.
I love you.
Love you too. You want to say hi to my future audience?
I'm not exactly in an appropriate area for a video.
No, I just got you on speaker right up against my microphone.
Okay, yeah. Hello, audience.
Future audience, but okay, yeah.
What?
Okay, sounds good.
Alright.
Work going good for you? Mostly?
Just working mostly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, if you can tune in at some point to my live stream as long as I'm still streaming, definitely do that just to help my numbers out at least that much. Preferably Twitch. Preferably Twitch, but if you have to do YouTube, that's fine. It just, you know, Sean's been on YouTube, but nobody's been on Twitch. And I don't care about Facebook really, but if I get an audience on Facebook, I get an audience on Facebook. I'm still watching it, but Twitch has had nothing. So, all right.
Well, I don't know if I'll be able to, but maybe around like midnight-ish, depending on if you're going until that time.
If I am still streaming by that point, then go ahead. If not, then so be it.
Okay.
All right, love you.
Love you. Bye.
I love that woman. It's fun to mess with her like that. Been together for 8 years, and it's been a roller coaster ride of 8 years, I will say. But at any rate, yeah. No, I think I am about ready to give this a break, and I'm not gonna stop the stream. I don't think. I'm not going to stop the stream. I'm just going to, if anything, I'm just going to do this. And then I am going to go shift laundry and dishes around. So I think I'm at a good stopping point with this, though. I'm going to double check my work one time. Stupid fast. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I got rid of the speed ramping right in here. Yeah, I got rid of the speed ramping right in here, and now it's just a static cut shot going from super slow, well, 100% down to up to 800%. Shit. Okay. Do. You know what? I'm gonna pause right here because this is a good spot to pause. Because figuring out how, I'm betting that figuring out how to, in theory, I should just be able to click this, delete it, stretch this out, put another speed ramp right here, speed ramp this, and get back to the way it should have been. But on the off chance that I'm wrong and it takes me longer to figure that out than what I'm thinking it will, I'm just going to do this, and I will be right back.
version of our EP that we've already released, and this album is really just a mixture of
Okay. Now let's see if this is gonna be as easy as I hope it's gonna be. I hope it's gonna be really easy. I doubt that it will be, but I hope it will be. So I'm gonna go ahead and extend this. I'm gonna delete that. I definitely don't need it. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and keep that there as a reference point for right now, but I am going to go ahead and speed ramp this. Yeah. I'm gonna have to redo the tracking probably, because the tracking probably won't. Is the tracking gonna stay there, or is it gonna adapt? At this point, I do not know. Yep, it was. Okay. That's for right now. Okay. I am going to... apparently I can't do that. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see if this does it the way I hope it does. And let's also check out. I'm also gonna keep special track of my, well, this thing here. Specifically, the utilization and mostly the utilization here and here. So yeah. Also this thing too. Make sure my core speeds are good. Where they need to be. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Ooh, nope, I'm gonna have to wind up remapping those. Son of a... okay. Well, that sucks, but it's also understandable. It's just there at the tail end. Okay, fine. I changed something after it was programmed, so I should have expected that. You know what? Actually, no. If I keep it just right there. And then I come into here. Between here. So actually, let me go ahead and delete that actually. Delete that. Really? Technically it's staying there. Okay. On YouTube, whenever I go to delete a comment, it just says message retracted. It doesn't actually delete the fact that I made a comment. That Facebook actually does it better, which is not something I thought I would say, but considering how minor of an issue that would be, yeah, no, whatever. At any rate, okay, so I need this. I think I'll just let this fade out. is the opacity. Okay. Okay. Just fade out like that. That's beautiful. And shading. Go ahead and fade this one out too, just like I did the other one. And then I'll see about going ahead and fading this line out here too. But I'm going to do it further back. No, I want to do it at the same time. I want to do it at the same time. Never mind. Masking. Okay, now I can zoom out. And I actually think going to cut that right there, bring it down, and speed ramp most of this so that the tree moves out of the way. So, in which case, I want to again retime curves and controls. I want to start out no, I want to start out at 100% and then ramp up from there. I'll add a speed point right there. And then speed this up to 400%. Where's the tree out of the way? Where's the tree out of the way the most? Gonna mostly be out of the way right about there. Okay. So I'll go ahead and add another speed point. And then slow this back down to 100%. And then I'll go ahead and within right here, and here is where I will start and I will bring the speed ramping up and down. Okay. No, no, hold on. And then I'll double it. Stretch it out a little bit more, actually. See what looks good. See what I like. And then I'm gonna want some tracking on probably, what should I track? What other information should I be tracking? So it's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. Over 1,200 square feet. Fresh paint, non-smoking allowed. Okay, so lawn care, snow removal, tenants responsibility. Oh god, that's terrible. For $900 a month, you would think that there would be lawn care and snow removal. That's ridiculous, but whatever. Guest tenant to switch service to their name. Water, sewer, trash, okay, yeah. Okay, so what other information? Okay. You know what? What I think I'll do, I got some ideas. Which do I want to go with? I think I'll go with scrolling text. Scrolling text with an up and down speed ramp. This is gonna be fun. Okay. Yes. Now that I have came to that conclusion. How long have I been live for? Almost 2 hours. Hey. That's a reasonable time. Over 2 hours. Over 2 hours. Okay. Still a reasonable time. Okay. I am going to see if I can get a drink. Because as of right now, my credit card is overdrawn. But I'm going to see if I can do this. If so, it'll be a good night. And I can stay hydrated. If not, so be it. But at either rate, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Score, I don't even know how many for credit card roulette. Wasn't sure if that was actually going to go through or not, but thankfully it did. So I went ahead and got myself Gatorade Lemon Lime for hydration, and of course a code red for the caffeine. At any rate, I can actually go ahead and take, yeah, I'll take out I'll unzip my I Prevail hoodie. But at any rate, cheers. Oh, that's good. All right. Yay. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do now, yeah, like I said earlier, I think what I'm gonna do is take off my hoodie because I'm already getting too hot. Okay, it's actually 80 degrees up in this bitch, and no, we don't have air conditioning because This is a nicer apartment that actually has a in-unit washer dryer, but no dishwasher and no central heating or air. So sucks, but best we could do right now. And we just needed to get out of the previous apartment. Anyway, okay, so yeah, no, basically what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm going to take this whole clip and speed ramp the hell out of it up and down between 100 and 800 to do kind of a text scrolling type deal with all the information that they have about this property from their website, and I'll see what I can come up with. So first thing is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm probably gonna do utilities first. Not sure. I'm probably gonna go ahead and list off utilities first, appliances, pet policy, and then the terms. No, utilities, pet policy, utilities, appliances, pet policy, number of baths, beds, and then the rent, along with the application fee. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna come down here. And there's a specific way that should allow me to see. Okay, so speed rate bed. Open infusion page. Here we go. All right. Fusion clip. What? Did it still? I don't think that's really what I want to do. Okay, I still need this along with this. Yeah, okay, so I didn't really want to do that, but I will go ahead and open this in Fusion. Where'd it go? There it is, okay. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna have to track all of this now that I think about it. Okay, so Yeah, okay. So basically I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I did with the other clip, which was planar tracker. And then create a text mode. Was it? What the hell was it?
Today, I'm going to show the page, and now we're going to type anything that's going to be unstable, and those track. Oh, we snap right back to it. So thing in this
Wait. Okay, so. Space out a little bit. There we go. Okay. And then I'll set it there. And basically just let it go all the way. Might as well. Yeah, see,